Ugh. Ugh.
Why, hello there, friends. Happy Monday. It is Monday, my friends. It is not Sunday. Hi, everybody. So do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by the fact that I am streaming tonight. Do not let that confuse you as to what day of the week it is. I have it on good authority that some of you do, in fact, measure the days of the week based on this year's stream. So I don't know if I can recommend that, like truly, but anyway, it is wonderful to see you all. It's wonderful to have you here, and I hope you all had a nice weekend. I didn't stream yesterday, my customary Sunday, because it was Easter, and I was having an Easter dinner with family, and it just, the timing didn't quite work out. I originally hoped that we would be able to get home in time to, for me to stream, have a sort of a reasonable start time, but you know how it can be, dinner with family, long dinner, and then, chatting afterwards, coffee, tea, dessert, whatever, and then, we help clean up, of course, and pack up all the leftovers and do all the dishes, and by the time you get home, it can be pretty late. So, and I thought, rather than having a late stream last night, we would just have it tonight instead. So thank you, friends, for joining me tonight on this abnormal night of the week. Now, I know it probably means that some regulars can't be here, which I'm sorry about. If you are watching this as a VOD, then I'm glad you're catching it, after the fact. But I'm sorry to the regulars that can't be here. However, maybe some new people can't be here. Some people who can't normally make it out. New people like perhaps Baguette Baby. Baguette Baby, it says that's your first time chatting there. So, welcome. Maybe you've been a lurker for a while. I don't know. I don't want to presume anything. But anyway, welcome to the chat. DJ K Gorgeous, is this a VOD? If it's a VOD, it's the spookiest VOD you've ever seen. Because the VOD's reacting to you live. Anyway, yes, happy Monday or Tuesday morning for many of you, I guess. But Monday evening here on the west coast of Canada. It is beautiful weather here right now. It was like 20 degrees Celsius and sunny today. And so we did a bunch of chores and stuff today, but it was a holiday, and both of us had the day off, so that was nice. We got to go and do a little bit of gardening today. Planted some veggies, planted some strawberries, and so I was in a botanical mood today. And so I thought we would return to Botany Manor, which is this really just beautiful, charming puzzle game, I guess, puzzle exploration game about growing strange plants in Victorian England, in this gorgeous manor, this stately manor. So we will get to that in a little bit, but if you are a regular of these streams, you know how this goes. We don't get to the game right away. It's going to be an hour probably before we actually start playing the game, at least, because I like to chat with you all and see how you're doing. And I do try to read pretty much every message in the chat, although sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed, but I like to read and reply. So if you're watching this live, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube, I will get to your messages shortly or longly. We'll see. If you're watching the VOD, once again, VOD viewers, wonderful to have you with us. But if you want to jump straight to the gameplay, try jumping ahead an hour or so and see if we are close to playing. In the meantime, I'm going to be yapping. PokeDude97. PokeDude97 says, first time here too. I was just clicking through the ASMR category. Well, I'm glad you found us. I know the ASMR category can be an interesting place, and I'm glad that you chose to click on this stream. It's probably not like a lot of the other thumbnails in the ASMR category, and I appreciate you taking a chance on us here. Hopefully you don't mind some yapping. But you know what, guys? We have a wonderful community here. We have such awesome people. And that's why I love yapping with all y'all so much. It's just a great place to hang out and vibe and chat. So it's my favorite part of these streams, truth be told. Uh-oh, ASMR Nerd is here. I mean, did I say ASMR Nerd is here? I meant to say Limit 77 is here. Limit 77 is here saying ASMR Nerd, which means I'm about to get kapowed, is what that means. ASMR Nerd is here as well, believe it or not. If I seem slightly distracted, friends, I do apologize. It's because I'm watching for the newest member of our little household here, Royal. Many of you know Royal. She was the neighborhood cat, our neighbor's cat, technically. She's now our cat. We have adopted her this past week, which probably doesn't come as a surprise to some of you. But you know, she, for those who maybe don't know the story, Royal belonged to our neighbors. Royal was an indoor cat to start with. She became an outdoor cat over time when our neighbors got a few more cats. Royal is quite independent and very what's the word? She doesn't like other cats. She doesn't like sharing with other cats, and so she was not having a good time over at our neighbor's place, so she became an outdoor cat, and then she's lived kind of out here in this neighborhood for a few years, I think, is my understanding. And then we came along, we bought this house a little over a year ago, and Royal already kind of had decided that our property was her home. So she was basically living in our garden, like sleeping out there and everything. And so, and you know, sorry if you've heard this story. I know many of you have, but just for people who haven't. And so anyway, we moved in here and we started to, you know, sort of try to make a little home for her. But we, you know, talked with the neighbors and we were cognizant of the fact that she still belonged to them, and they, you know, it took a while to figure out what that situation was going to look like, because they did still want to keep feeding Royal, and so they didn't initially want us to, you know, provide her food or a place to sleep or anything like that. So, but over time, I think it became clear that Royal wanted to be here, where she had chosen, and I guess she decided she liked us. So, and our neighbors have placed a lot of trust in us by, you know, choosing to give us Royal, and so far it's been working out really well. It's really nice because she's a ragdoll, which for those of you who don't know is a very fluffy, pretty, showy kind of breed, but not necessarily a good outdoor cat. They do say, you know, ragdolls make terrible outdoor cats and they should not be outdoor cats. So, you know, she still is a daytime outdoor cat right now, but we bring her in here at night now, and we're going to be slowly trying to get her to be more of an indoor cat. It's a lot of change all at once, though. Even just her adjusting to sleeping inside here this past week or so has been an adjustment for her, rather than, you know, getting to roam the neighborhood at night and all that. She's used to being outside at night for the most part. So, but she's been doing really well. She's been just such a little angel, honestly. She's been sleeping through the nights. She's not bothering us. She's sleeping on our bed. She's decided the foot of the bed is the place to be. So, anyway, that was a very long-winded explanation, but she does sometimes still have a period in the evening right around now where she wants to go outside really badly, And so if you start hearing some meowing in the distance, I'm going to have to go and, give her some pets, maybe toss the toy around a little bit. But we're trying to convince her that, hey, it's okay to stay inside overnight. You don't have to go out. So, but the last couple of nights, actually, she's been really good. She's barely asked to go outside in the evening once we bring her in. I think she's getting used to the routine. Yes, Bolos. Yeah, they gave Royal to us. So, we're still in, I guess, what you call it, the trial phase. We haven't officially, I don't even know, actually, if there's any official, licensing here. I'm not even quite sure if we're going to have, sign over ownership of the cat or anything like that, or if it's just more like a agreement here. But yeah, we've been taking responsibility for Royal for the last week or so, which has been really, really good. So, Beanard asks, what makes ragdolls bad outdoor cats? I don't know, you'd have to look up on the internet, I guess, but my understanding is they just, part of it is being, I guess, really long-haired. I think part of it is maybe they're generally, at least the ragdoll cats I've known, have been very outgoing cats and quite trusting. People call them dog cats sometimes. I just don't know that they have a lot of street smarts necessarily, but I guess that comes down to the individual cat to some degree. I'm sure there are some ragdolls that get along just fine outside, but and in fairness, Royal has done really well out there over the last few years. She has developed some street smarts. She's no dummy, but we would like to make her more of an indoor cat with time, just because I think it will be better for her. I do worry about the cars that go by, of course. I worry about somebody just coming along and deciding she's really pretty and just taking her, because she's a very pretty cat, and they're also expensive cats. So, somebody might see her and think they could sell her. Yeah, so. And there's raccoons out there, you never know. So, okay, that was a lot of yapping. What we haven't done here yet? I have not done the official ritual, which is to see who is certified first. In the chats over on Twitch, certified first tonight goes to Bruce Buchner. Bruce, congratulations on certified first. Certified second goes to Livy. Livy says, I'll go second. Can't wait for those holiday cards. Wow. Certified second, and that's how you thank me? Very rude. Very rude. But you know what? I'm glad you're still looking forward to them, Livy. I am glad. I am glad. And certified third goes to Gorog. Gorog, hello and welcome. How are you tonight? Congrats to our top 3 starters on Twitch. In the YouTube chat tonight, certified first goes to Hajak. Claiming first. You nailed it, Hajak. Weekend was good, thank you. Hope yours was too. Tyronius, certified second. Time for the weekly Royal update. Well, you got it. Got an extensive one. I'll go see if I can find her in a little bit, and I'll bring her in for a cameo. Now that she's our cat, we will have her inside at the time of night when I'm streaming, so she'll be around a lot more. I think she might have gone to sleep, though, and I don't really want to bother her if she's sleeping, but we'll see. And certified third on YouTube tonight goes to Chunk Loading. Chunk Loading, welcome. Chunk Loading says, good evening all. I'm going to lurk, but just wanted to say I hope everyone's doing wonderfully. Thank you, Chunk Loading. I hope you are too. And congrats to our top 3 on YouTube. Thank you to Miso for the downpour as well. It's really nice vibes in the Botany Manor menu here. It's a gorgeous menu. The art style of this game is just so nice. Artractive says, hi guys, thought I'd chill here in the pre-stream chat whilst on the train ride home. Very nice. I hope you're having a good train ride, Artractive. How long is your train ride home, roughly? Just out of curiosity. Arkentia, hello and welcome. Terry Z, hi to you as well. Johanna, great to see you. Glad you can make it out tonight. Or this early morning for you, I guess. Sargon, happy Monday to you. Welcome, welcome. Norgirl says, this is such a surprise. I had yesterday off work and thought I missed Sundays. No, you're good. I missed the Sunday stream. So that's why we're making it up tonight. Otirub, how are things? Welcome. Arkentia, congratulations on your 11-month resub. Welcome back to our delightful potato pals, our spud buds, our tater tots. I do hope you continue to enjoy your subscription benefits, and I'm tapping on this potato by way of thanks and celebration. Arkentia, welcome back on in for another one. Thank you. Dawn's Eternal Light, I'm also glad you're up late enough for this stream, although if you need to sleep, I do hope you get your sleep soon. Our tractor says, I hope we get to see Royal this stream. Maybe I should go get her before she gets too settled in somewhere so that y'all can see her. She was here literally just before I pressed the go live button, but Royal doesn't understand the concept of a live stream, and so I told her to just wait so that I could show her to all y'all, but she jumped down and left the room, so she didn't quite appreciate it, I don't think. Wincho, welcome. Brendan, howdy, welcome. Baguette Baby, once again, welcome on in. I hope you're still chilling with us. I hope you're enjoying the vibes. The rainy Botany Manor vibes. Tick Spring says certified first to post after 21:25. I'll take your word for it. I don't see timestamps in the chat, so I think I could turn that on, but Bolos, yes, wonderful to see you, Bolos. Curtis Girl, welcome. Great to see you too. I Scare Easily, thank you so much for the 21-month resub. Also, well worth some potato taps. I thank you for continuing to support, and I do hope you enjoy your subscription benefits. For those who don't know, last week we introduced a couple of new emotes for everybody that's following, not just subscribers. We now have the low-res potato and the low-poly potato. And I do hope that y'all enjoy those, make use of those, because they are available to all here. So please do enjoy. What else we got? Libby says, first time being certified second. Well, congratulations for your first second. Yeah, Tick Spring, you can use an actual potato emote, or like a ASMR nerd potato emote now if you want. Libby's has been watching old Keeb reviews, specifically some of the enthusiast builds. Oh yeah, speaking of which, did you guys notice anything different back here? Did you notice anything different? Anybody? Let me know. Uh-oh, Limit wants me to pick red or green. I'm going with green. It's my favorite color. Crisley, thank you for resubbing. Crisley, welcome back on in for month number 22. So close to that, 2 years. Definitely worth tapping on this tater in celebration. Enjoy the tater taps. Enjoy your subscription benefits. Thank you for your continued kind support. Crisley says, hey Nick, hope you're doing well. Glad you're streaming tonight. I am glad too. I miss y'all if I don't stream in a week. It doesn't feel right. Gotta get my stream in. Gotta hang out with y'all. Over in the YouTube chat, Fire Golda, welcome. Good to see you. Yes, I got a nice light sounding beer tonight. And welcome on in. Beanard, going great, of course, going great. It is, isn't the menu music nice in that game? We'll bring it back in just a sec. Hi Jack says, hey, we set up the garden for planting on Saturday. We have a little corrugated sheet metal garden, but it takes a lot of fill soil. Yeah, I find stuff always takes more soil than you think. Also gonna try for corn for the first time. Nice. I don't know where you live, what your local wildlife is like, but in past, when we grew corn just at my parents' place when I was younger, the raccoons would always get it before we could get to it. Like the corn would grow, but the raccoons would savage it. Something to bear in mind perhaps for you, I don't know. I hope your corn does not get savaged by raccoons though, Jack. I hope. Charles Darwin, welcome, and thank you for the congratulations of adopting Royal. Charles Darwin says, well, it's been super nice outside lately. Not sure what the coyote situation is where you're at, but warm nights always get me nervous about dog and kitty. Yeah, fortunately no coyotes here on the island, but you know, it's mostly raccoons that we worry about here. Yeah. Jordan English, hello. Jordan English says was just watching our Bloomborough Collector's Booster openings. Such a cool set. Such a charming set. Thank you for watching, Jordan. Octodoodle, good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Great to see you. What's new? What's new for Octodoodle? Phase Beast. Shout out to Phase Beast as well. Great to see you this early in the stream, Phase Beast. No, you're not late at all. You're here early. Late but here. No. Hello, ASMR Chiseled Jawline Whisper Lord. How's that jawline looking tonight? Sharp? Sharp? Phase Beast, I hope you are well. Also, Octodoodle, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yo, Poke Dude, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Again, welcome to the stream for your first time. Can we get a warm stream welcome, y'all, for Poke Dude? Just browsing on in from the Twitch ASMR category, hanging out with us here, following us tonight. Appreciate it. Jumping back to the Twitch chat. Oh gosh, how far behind am I? All the way behind. So far behind. Polo says, I read the game name at first as Botany Manor. I'll take. That's a very different game. It's probably on Steam though, if you looked. Or the Nintendo eShop. Man, there's some really horny stuff on the Nintendo eShop. Stuff that you would not expect there to be on the eShop. But there really is. Although Steam takes the cake, I think. Potato of Injustice. Welcome. Hope you had a great weekend too. Bag Baby said, hi, I'm super curious about this game. I haven't heard of it. Oh, it's so charming. It is really charming. It's a really great vibe. We streamed it like maybe 2 months ago for the first time, and I quite enjoyed it. So I've been wanting to get back to it, and I hope you can stick around to when we actually get to playing it. We will get to it eventually, I promise. On that note, let me bring it back up here and get some music going, because it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Y'all don't need my full-size face. Don't need that big Nick energy all stream long. Bolos, thank you for welcoming in the new folks. Samuel, hey. Things are going pretty good. I had a pretty nice weekend. I hope you all did too. Happy Easter, by the way, to those who observe Easter, who celebrate Easter, whether religiously or just kind of culturally. I fall into the second category, but you know, who doesn't like an excuse to eat some chocolate? see family, have some good food and that sort of thing. So we did a thing with my family and with Sarah's family this weekend. Lots of food. So much food. Oh my god. And we had some leftovers for dinner tonight. Beanard, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back on in, Beanard. I appreciate your kind support as ever. We're really close to that 1 year subiversary and your new sub badge. You'll get that beautiful inigo with the crown. Thank you for your continued kind support, Beanard. Tapping on this tater for you. Octodoodle says, back in Wellington for a bit, visiting family on the uni break. So just enjoying being by the ocean and some sunny weather. Very nice. Sounds lovely. So it must be like, I guess it's your autumn, is that right? But it's still pretty nice weather down that way. Oh, Phase B starting a new job in a few days. That is super hype. Y'all send Phase B some good new job vibes. I'm sure it'll go great, Phase Beast. That is very exciting. Congrats. Yellow 10, I also like video games. I do. I wish I could play more of them. More often. We so back, Team Brownie. We so back. Phase B says, I enjoy your streams because it relaxes me and de-stresses me. That's what we aim for here. The ancient whispers relax my body and soul. Thank you, Nick G ASMR. You are so welcome. Little known fact, the ASMR phenomenon is named after me. Nick G ASMR is in fact my full name. Yeah, I know. It was crazy, right? I know. Also, thank you for summoning the scamp and then murdering the scamp in perfect balance, as all things should be. Dude says, I keep wanting to read it as Botany Major. Yeah, we're gonna complete an undergraduate degree here in botany. I already did that once. I'd rather not do it again. And in fairness, it was not in botany. It was in biology, but I did take a fair bit of botany. Baguette Baby says, as someone who enjoys strange horticulture, I'm very intrigued by this game. Strange horticulture is a game I weirdly did not play, but I did play Strange Antiquities, which is awesome. I really like Strange Antiquities, and I gather it's a similar kind of, game from a mechanics standpoint. Botany Manor is a little different. It's like a full 3D exploration kind of game. You're exploring this manor. It's a little less mechanics heavy, a little more just kind of freeform puzzly, if that makes sense. It's so quiet now that the rain is gone. Samuel says, I ended up buying Botany Manor for the Switch after I saw you playing it. You're quite the influencer. Oh, well, thank you. I just say what I think about games as I play them. Sometimes I think they're good, sometimes a bit less good. I generally find something nice to say about most games I play. I admire and appreciate the work and passion that goes into games, even, less than awesome games. Somebody tries really hard on games, all games, I'm sure. But it's nice when they're actually good. I hope you enjoyed it, Samuel. I really did enjoy it when we played it last. Arcantia says, I found the coolest thing on iPhone. I can have rain for a background noise whenever I'm watching anything. What? That's rad. I had no idea. Oh, Arcantia did notice. Good. Somebody noticed the backdrop there. Awesome. Thank you, Arcantia. Yes, for those who were guessing previously. Oops. Sorry. That's an alarm. That doesn't need to be on. Yes, I finally fleshed out my keyboard wall. Previously, it stopped right there. So I put another row of pegboards and keyboards up there. So now we got my big boy up here, my IBM Model M, just heckin' chonker, taking up so much space. Got a bunch more stuff over here. It goes even further up, like there's more up above. But it's probably not in its final form in that I'm gonna swap out some of the keyboards. So there'll be some others on that wall at some point. And I think I can make it a little more dense. Like I think I can probably, move some keyboards like this one down a little, compress it a bit, and maybe fit a few more boards on that wall. Once upon a time, I had imagined maybe I could have them all plugged in and have their RGB going if I wanted on all the boards at once. The ones that have it, of course, the Model M does not, for example, but I think that might be a little distracting. Also, it would be a lot of work to set up, so for the time being, they are what they are. So thank you, Arkentia. I'm glad you like the way it's looking. Our tractors as cat distribution systems, right? Yes, cats will end up where they want to be. Yeah, like I said, it was very kind and trusting of them to give Royal to us. It was not a decision that our neighbors made lightly. They, took their time thinking about it and getting to know us and, seeing what Royal wanted. And ultimately, I think they made that choice because they felt it was what Royal wanted. And that's really admirable. That's especially if it's like an animal that you care for, that you love, to say, you know what, I have to do what is best for this creature, and this creature clearly wants to be over there, and to like give that animal away, that's tough. And so, we're doing our best to be mindful of that and respectful of that as well, and make sure that, whenever the neighbors want to see Royal, of course they can, and keep them involved in her life, like our neighbor still wants to help out by like trimming her nails and like grooming her, which is great. That works for me. I'm not good at doing that, and cats often do not like getting their nails trimmed. So if she wants to keep doing that for Royal, I'm very happy to let her keep doing that. Royal runs the block. She absolutely does. Our Attractive My Easter was very nice, thank you. Like I said, we had a couple of meals with family and ate tons of food. The weather was lovely. And the Easter Bunny came to this house too, so, Bolus, it is not going to be a 3-card Christmas this year. I'm going to get you your cards before Christmas this year. I swear. I swear it. Oh, we need to give Royal Treats points redeem. Oh my goodness, she would love that. But we'd have to be careful. I'd have to limit the number of redeems per stream because she has a sensitive little tummy. And if she has too many treats, she gets the runs. So she can't pick out on treats. Apparently that's also a ragdoll thing. Apparently they have sensitive stomachs. Steel Neko, yeah, it's a Monday stream. I have been watching and following the Artemis mission. It's been pretty spectacular. There's a lot of things. Whatever, I don't want to make it political. I'm just glad that there's cool science and awesome people pushing the bounds of human endeavor and human knowledge. I'm glad that there are still good people doing good work like that. And I think we need that now more than ever, so pretty cool. Yes, it's been very cool to watch along. So feel good thing for humanity, I think. Heck yeah, Bolos, more keyboards. That's right, Bruce. Yes, you got it. Heck yeah, more keyboards. Attractive says, train ride home only takes about 15 minutes, and I drive home from there, which is about 20. It's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like actually fairly reasonable commute. That's nice. Bruce, there have not been that many keyboards back there until this stream. Limit. ASMR nerd. Knockout. Yeah, that is a really cool NASA badge you got there. Steel Neko. Hey, look who it is. It is one Draconis ASMR artist. Drake says, nice wall. Do you collect keyboards or something? You know, a couple. Drake, wonderful to see you. Shout out to. Actually works. Drake Nonis. Draconis is artist. Please go follow. Go follow. Do not stalk, but follow Draconis ASMR artist. This is a top-notch gentleman, a top shelf Watto. Awesome streamer and creator of ASMR and sweet vibes. Also some pretty rad music. Please go follow our friend Drake and support him. Sargon, referring to Charles Darwin in the YouTube chat, says, the Charles Darwin, author of On the Origin of Species. I didn't think he was still alive. Yeah, he's, no offense, Charles, but he's real old now. But that's okay. He's got some incredible insights. Thank you, by the way, Drake, for slapping that slow mode on so that I can get caught up. I will get caught up soon, I promise. The slow mode helps me out in that regard. Desert Citizen, thank you for the resub. Welcome back on in for month number 26, 2 years and 2 months. Desert Citizen says, I like the watch. Thank you. This was the watch that my wife got me for Christmas. It's a Citizen Eco Drive, the Peyton in this beautiful green. And I've since got another Citizen Eco Drive because I think they're lovely watches. But yeah, I like this one a lot. Thank you. And thank you for the kind support, Desert Citizen. Thank you for supporting with Prime. If any of you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription here on Twitch every single month. Did you know that? If you're not taking advantage of that, you are missing out. You could have all the benefits of a tier 1 subscription. Oops, that was the wrong. A tier 1 subscription here. And it doesn't cost you anything over and above your regular Amazon Prime. And it's a wonderful way to support your favorite streamers, just like Desert Citizen did here. I mean, I don't want to assume I'm Desert Citizen's favorite, but hopefully somewhere in the top 5 to 10 maybe. Anyway, thank you, Desert Citizen. Yes, Steam definitely has straight up like XXX rated lots of things. I don't have any filters on my Steam store. I let the open the fire hose Steam, blast me with what you got. I just partially out of like curiosity, I guess. And also because I'm always a little concerned that if I set a filter to exclude like certain adult content and themes and whatever, like certain games that I legitimately want to play will not show up there. Like not necessarily ones where that's the focus, but where that's like a part of it. Like, I don't know, Baldur's Gate 3 or something. I mean, I already own that, but I just mean in general on the store there. So anyway, I just turned off all the filters and sometimes stuff pops up and I'm just like, wow, whoa, okay. There's a whole different side to Steam that probably makes a lot of money. A lot of money, I would bet. Hey, Charles Style Mystery Diner. Welcome. Hello. Sorry, I only just got to where you said hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Over on YouTube, I've fallen behind in the chat. My goodness. YouTube, y'all are popping off tonight. Oh, it's getting really cold, is it, Octo? Already? Wow. North Island pretty warm, but down south it's getting pretty freezing. Yikes. And congrats on the first Canadian to the moon. I guess that is true. Honestly, I didn't realize that, but yeah, we do have a Canadian astronaut on the Artemis 2 mission right now, which in the spirit of international cooperation, I'm very happy about. And I guess I did not realize that he was the first Canadian out there. That's very cool. FazeBeast asks if this game will let you grow special mushrooms for research purposes, of course. You know, I'm not sure. I bet you at some point we get to grow some weird fungus. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Team Brownie says my girlfriend says hi. Hello, Team Brownie's girlfriend. Sorry it took me so long to say hi back. She didn't realize you were live and loudly went, oh, when I showed her the stream. Oh, well, I'm live, but I'm also like, I run far behind in the chat until I get caught up, and then I'm a little more on top of it, but I'm still getting caught up. Anyway, you can show her this, me saying hello, I am live. Yes, Desert Citizen, the rare Monday stream. A little bit of this and that, hello. A little bit of this and that says, hey, all this game has piqued my interest as I love plants. So I will say that the plants represented in this game are not real plants. They are fanciful plants, but they have some attributes of real plants. But they're a little more on the fantasy side of things. But it's still a fun vibe. Ginger Bear, welcome. Yellow 10 says, cheers for the videos. I was watching your Pokemon Yellow videos. Oh, nice. Thank you for watching. I remember you commented on an ASMRer's sniffing flowers she just picked. You said you liked that. It's quite possible in one of my Pokemon Yellow videos. I'm trying to remember who that might be or what I might have been referring to. I don't know. But yeah, I bet you that would be lovely. A very nice, relaxing type of video. Potentially. My pleasure, Yellow 10. Thank you for watching. A little bit of this and that. Says that's one cool wall. Thank you. It's a lot of keyboards. Octodoodle says keyboard wall looks sick. When did you upgrade your study? Oh, thank you. It looks awesome. Yo, what's this? Gia ASMR. Gia ASMR. Thank you so much for the raid. We're rolling out the welcome mat with the dying scamps. That's how we like to represent our community around here. Be on your best behavior, guys. Come on. Gia ASMR. Wonderful to see you and your community. Thank you so much for choosing to come on by and visit. Y'all, we've got a shout out for Gia ASMR going on up there. Make sure you hit that heart. Make sure you hit that heart and follow. I really do appreciate you coming on by. If it is your first time here, by the way, everyone, welcome on in. My name's Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. We do super chill yapping and gaming ASMR around here. That's what we're all about. And it was a few weeks back that we went in and we raided GASMR and met GASMR and community for the first time, and that was wonderful. So thank you so much for returning the favor, for coming on by. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Like I said, please head on over and follow, support another awesome ASMR creator. Go enjoy some top quality tingles as well. JASMR says, hi, I hope you're having a lovely stream. So far, it's been great. I've been doing a lot of yapping. I'm just trying to get caught up in the chat. Do you ever have that issue where you just, I like to read all the chat messages. I like to try and respond to all the chat messages. And I talk a lot, so I end up falling really far behind. it's a little different than what some creators do. I know there's a lot of creators that are less yappy and more triggers focused. And that's, I think, what a lot of people prefer. But I'm not good at shutting up. So we do a lot of yapping around here. GASMR says my chat is asleep a lot. I mean, really, that's the goal. So it sounds like you're doing things just right. Sounds like you're succeeding. You do like to read all the chats too, though. Fair enough. I love doing this. I've been streaming ASMR gaming for years, but I don't think I'm actually like a very good ASMR streamer in like a traditional sense, if that makes sense. Like, we have a wonderful community here. I think we have some very chill vibes here, but I don't think that this community is necessarily what people always expect when they're looking for ASMR on Twitch. But we kind of do our own thing here, and it's pretty special. So I love it, and I appreciate you once again, GASMR, coming on by with your wonderful community as well. Did I just hear a cat, or did I just imagine that? No. Okay. And if you have to raid and run, raid and fade, please don't feel that you have to stick around. Maybe you gotta get to bed or get some food or whatever. But if you want to stick around for a bit, we'd love to have you here as well. And that goes for everybody that came on in with that raid. Please make yourselves at home if you'd like to stick around. I'm still just getting caught up on the chat, but we will, in a little bit, get to playing some Botany Manor. It's just going to take a little bit of time, that's all. So I can get through the chat here. Where were we? Neater Peter, hello. I have tried Crimson Desert, Neater Peter. We streamed it here a couple weeks back. I haven't had as much time to play it since then as I would like. It's a weird game. I think I like it. I think I like it, but what an interesting and polarizing game. But it's pretty cool, I think. Katie Williams, welcome, by the way. Beanard says, thank you for the good vibes and chats each week. I've been catching up on the YouTube while playing some tough fan-made Celeste levels over the last month. They keep me chill during the frustrating attempts. Beanard, I'm glad that it's this content helps you get your extra hard gaming done. Oh, I did hear a cat. Hey there, Royal. You guys want a little Royal cameo here? Hey there, baby. I thought you were sleeping somewhere. Here, I'll bring her over. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Very quiet, very well behaved. She's not asking you to go out at all. She looks a little rumpled, like maybe she was sleeping. Were you sleeping? Kitty Purse ASMR. Chuba Fett. You want to reword that? Phrasing. Say hello to your adoring fans, Royal. Say hello to your adoring fans. Yeah. She's so pretty. She's got the beautiful blue eyes. Yes, dear. What? You want down now? No? You okay? You just chilling? Just chilling? Look at how long her eyebrow whiskers are. So long. So long. She's very sweet. She, as I was explaining earlier, she's used to being outside at this time of night. So she's adjusting to being inside right now. And sometimes she gets a little antsy. She goes to the door, she meows. But as soon as I pick her up like this and start petting her, we kind of do a little cruise around the house thing like this. She just purrs. She's just super happy. Yes, Juba Fett. We do own her now. She is ours now. She has chosen us. Oh, it's downtime. Okay, dear. Okay, dear. Yep. There you go. There you go. You've been very well behaved, dear. Very well behaved. Thank you for being so quiet. As I was saying earlier in the stream, she has adjusted really well. And for the first couple nights, she would sit at the door and just meow, meow, meow for like an hour wanting to go out. But I've managed to convince her through playing with her, like with toys, and through giving a few treats and some attention that, she doesn't need to meow at the door forever, and it's okay to be inside at this time of night. And after about a week, she has fully, more or less fully adjusted, I think, to being inside at this time of night. But sometimes she does still get a little antsy. She just wants attention, I think, more than anything. Isn't that right, dear? She's just hanging out over there right now. So cute. So cute. She is super snuggly and regal. Steel Nikon says, absolutely ridiculous whisker situation, madam. I love cat purring ASMR, Drake. It's so soothing. So soothing. Alright. Still trying to get caught up. I'm jumping back to YouTube here because we were on YouTube there and then got raided on Twitch. So I switched my focus back, but I want to make sure we get caught up. Yellow 10 says, was watching in 2013. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for being a part of this channel community for so long, Yellow 10. FaceB says, Royal chose the life of ASMR, and I totally respect that. She does seem to like it when I talk to her. Again, when she wants to go outside at this time of night, she's getting really antsy. I'll just pick her up and I'll carry her around the house like this. And she'll just purr and purr and purr. And we'll just kind of do a little walkabout around the house. And I'll just kind of narrate the walkabout to her. And she seems to really love that. She totally stops, like, wanting outside. She calms right down. He's very cute. Ebolos and Drake are having I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I have no idea. Pegboards? What? I don't know what's happening. I'm going to choose to ignore that discussion. Yellow 10 says, I want to be your friend in real life. Oh, that's very sweet. I'm flattered. Thank you. Do you have any contact available? Yellow 10, I make a point of keeping a certain separation between like my online channel and community and that sort of thing, and like IRL friends and life. Mostly just for privacy reasons. That's not to say that there aren't some people that I have met through the channel that I'm double negativing. There are some people that I've met through the channel and got to know over years that I have met with in real life and that I do consider IRL friends. But, that's the kind of thing that requires getting to know someone over a long time and building that trust. And so, but I am always happy to chat, Yellow 10. If you want to join our Discord, !Discord, feel free to DM me. My DMs are open, so. And we also have lots of awesome people in this community. who are very friendly, very kind. So if you're looking for some people to chat with, check out the Discord. Three humans and one Canadian going to the moon. Octo, what are you implying? Octo is real inspiring to look up at the moon where they're going and know that they're up there. Yeah, I had that experience the other night. I'm like, dang, some people headed there right now. A little bit of this and that asks, do I still pour my beer for the bubbly ASMR sounds? I absolutely do. And we will get to the beer pour very soon. As soon as I reach the bottom of chat. I've got a really tasty looking one tonight. Also, thank you so much for subscribing to Draconis ASMR Artist. A little bit of this and that. Much appreciated. Drake, meanwhile, jumps in the chat and says, wow, Nick's behind in chat here too. Go figure. Go figure. FazeB says Nintendo Store is weird as well. They have random AI generated games that include cartoons and squids. You know what I mean. Oh, you mean what's why am I blanking? You know, the Nintendo game with the little squids and the ink. The frick is it called? You know the one. This is killing me. Nintendo game with squid people. Splatoon. Thank you. Wow, I could not bring the word Splatoon to my mind. Mario? No, Splatoon. You know, like the little squidlings or whatever the heck they're called. Squid kids? I don't know. Something like that. Really, Octo? I did not realize that. Not just the first Canadian to go to the moon, the first non-American national. Cool. Well, that is a cool moment for international collaboration. A little bit of this and that says yapping ASMR is the best ASMR. Well, I'm glad you feel that way because we got plenty of it here. In spades. In spades. Yellow 10 says the video you commented on was an ASMR creator with a few views. The videos went several years ago. It was back when comments showed on one's profile. It just came to me then. Nice videos she made in 2013. Ah, are those videos still up? This is a sad thing. A lot of ASMR artists over the years have disappeared over the years, right? A lot of those videos that I enjoyed watching for many years have sadly been lost to time. People who take their channels down, or and I don't begrudge anyone the right to remove their content or whatever, but it does make me sad whenever a favorite video of mine disappears, especially if it's a creator that has long stopped posting. Sometimes I think maybe I should download some of my favorite videos and save them, but somehow that feels like I don't know. To me, somehow it feels like if they choose to take their videos down, it's because they don't want people watching them, I guess. And so then I would feel bad if I was watching them still. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. For the record, y'all are welcome to download any of my videos and archive them if you want. I have no intention of ever taking my videos down, but who knows what happens in the future. If YouTube explodes one day or Twitch ceases to exist or whatever, feel free to download them if you want to watch them offline, whatever. You're always welcome to. FazeB says I like relaxing chatterbox ASMR instead of cut to the chase ASMR. Well, good. Again, you're in the right place, but you already knew that. Yes, Royal ASMR, graced by her presence. She's such a pretty kitty, isn't she? So pretty. Garfield ASMR. She's not orange enough. little bit of this and that. It says I used to be known as Cozy Times ASMR. Oh, okay. But I don't post there anymore. Not sure if you remember me. Yes, absolutely. Are you posting on this channel currently? Is this the same channel or is this a different? Sorry, I'm just creeping your channel. Don't mind me. Oh, you absolutely are posting. 100%. I'm gonna check out your stuff there. I'll check that out after the stream. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. And it's good to see you back doing ASMR again. And if y'all want to go check out a little bit of this and that and support another creator, you can click through on their profile over in the YouTube chat there. I would do a shout out, but I can't shout out YouTube channels. I don't have a command like I do for Twitch. FazeB says, same. I met ASMR Nerd at KFC last week and we shared a bucket of delicious chicken. FazeB used to have me eat for chicken at KFC. You want to do that? Let's do it. Let's do it sometime. Let's do it. Drake says, that's what I do on the YouTube side of things. I stir the pot, then go silent. Kenan, it says, YouTube stopped recommending you to me for years until I got into MTG and it suggested your MTG videos. So happy it did. Your stuff is all great. Yo, Kenan, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found the channel again. Welcome back. Yo, what's up, J-Dog? Of course, Yellow 10. Yeah, no problem. And thank you for understanding. Drake says, there is an Italian ASMR artist I love, Diana Do. I remember Diana Do. I absolutely do remember her. She had some lovely content. She ended up getting the job that made her take down most of her stuff. Yeah, I do remember that as a story as well. And then she just stopped uploading. Always sad. Always sad when a creator you really enjoy just disappears. Italian is a fantastic ASMR language. No worries, a little bit of this and that. No worries at all. You know, take your time, get back into the swing of it. I'm sure it'll come right back to you. I'm sure. Here, I'm gonna hit that subscribe. I don't think I did that. I am now subscribed. Trebek says, just finished reading some Berserk, and now I need to listen to some good ASMR after the trauma. I've never read or watched Berserk, but I can imagine how it would be intense. Dakota Downey says, long time lurker, first time chatter. Happy Easter. Thank you so much, Dakota. Thank you for joining us, for breaking your silence in the chat, and happy Easter to you as well. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. My goodness. I thought here I was going to get caught up, but I think I've fallen further behind. Over on Twitch, talking about the getting all the RGB hooked up back there. Potato Justice says, with a big enough USB hub and voltage, it could be done. It could be done. Maybe that's a future project. It would be pretty fun, wouldn't it? It would be pretty fun. Winchill, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. Steel Neko says, I wonder what life was like for the Egyptian farmer the very first time an African wildcat walked into someone's house and announced that they lived there now. I think they would have been used to the cats being around because the cats probably would have helped them keep the rodents out of their grains and that sort of thing. And so I think the cat eventually coming into the house and just curling up would at that point not be quite so strange. That's my guess anyway. Steel Neko says, I watched the Artemis stream all day and then turned it off during a press conference in the evening. That's all I'll say. Yeah, fair enough. I can understand why, I'm sure. Wait, I only got to the point where I just shouted out Drake. God, that was like an hour ago. What the hell? Why am I so far behind in the chat? Why? Why? I'm literally half an hour behind the chat. How did this happen? How did this happen? Yes, Bolos, this isn't into the AM shirt. Speaking of space, that's probably what it looks like for the Artemis crew right now, right? They're seeing the space trees on the moon. That's probably how it looks. But yeah, shout out to regular channel sponsors Into the AM for keeping me clothed. If it wasn't for them, I would be full naked all the time. Which, you know, as much as that is somebody's thing, it would be a little awkward for these streams, probably against terms of service. I would not be able to go outside. I could not go to my job. It would be very awkward. So shout out to Into the AM for keeping me clothed. That's amazing, Steel Neck. I had no idea. Drake says Nick is live with a huge delay, not because of latency, just because he's consistently 20 minutes behind in chat, or half an hour, you know, or half an hour. Okay, I just got to the part where Gia ASMR rated. Oh man. Polo says Dr. Nick is streaming on 5 platforms at once and must read 100% of the messages. That's the crazy part. I'm only on 2 platforms. Drake says, I know you won't get this reference, Nick, but I keep thinking I'm hearing the entry added to your Bomber Notebook jingle from Majora's Mask. I'm not a Majora's Mask man. Maybe one day, though. We tap the potato here, and that is all. That's right, Bolos. We tap the potato and we yap. Enko, good to see you. Sorry it took me half an hour to get to your message. Enko says, hello, sorry I haven't been here in a bit, but I've been missing you and I hope you are doing well. Enko, it is wonderful to see you back, and I'm doing great, thank you. I'm very happy to catch you for a Monday stream. I've heard Botany Manor is amazing, and I've been meaning to try it out. It's a delightful little game. And then Royal arrived by the look of it. Inko says, I have not been gaming as much lately. I've been working on a big illustration project that's eating up all my time. Understandable. I'm at the tail end and I'm just excited to finish it so I can start another project and hopefully play Pokopia again. Well, congratulations on nearing the end of a big project. It's always a good feeling. Everyone just like the purrs. So cute. What a baby. Sarina. Hello, Sarina. Yes, royal purrs indeed. Snuggly and regal. Cat distribution system working as intended. Indeed. Is the sleeping Eevee new? Asks Sargon. Not like new, but like maybe since my birthday last year, or maybe Christmas. I can't remember. I want to say my birthday last year. So like 6 months maybe. Eevee's been hiding back there. Thank you, Attractive. I'm glad you enjoy the keyboard collection. Yo, Brendan, thank you for the beard combing request. I clearly totally missed that the first time. But I will do it now. Yo, what's up, Thorek? Happy belated stream day to you too. Some chill Victorian gardening simulator. It's like that, but then also like mansion exploration simulator. Drake says ignoring us is a good choice. Oh, well, in that case, let's play the video game. I kid. Enko says, I recommend the Discord. I made a good friend in the Discord, and the people in there are very kind. Oh, thank you for the endorsement, Enko. I don't message in there as much as I should. No, there's no should. There's no guilt. Just message if you want. Lauren317, welcome. Do I have enough keyboards limit? Depends. Enough keyboards for what is the question? Enough keyboards for what? To cover my wall with them? Yes. To use a new keyboard every day for several months? Yes. Enough to build a house out of? Not yet. Yes, thank you all for the Splatoon. For calling that one. I'm ashamed I could not remember it. I'm glad I left y'all hanging. Inklings, that's the one. Yes, Inklings. Thank you. Enka says, I was going to ask you what you Googled to figure that out. Nintendo game with squid people. Literally, that is exactly what I just Googled. I win this time. This one time. Past the 1 hour mark. Where's the beer? It's coming. It's coming. I'm scrolling. I think I'm getting towards the bottom. Golfing guy, what's up? Welcome. Bruce says, I think the one ASM artist that I watched before you, Nick, was somebody called Visual Sounds. Visual Sounds is great. I believe she's still making content. Visual Sounds has been making ASMR since like the early 2010s. I remember her channel was one of the early ones that I was watching before I created my channel. So I think she's been making content since at least 2012. I think she's still doing it. I was 30 minutes behind in chat, Bolos. I think I picked up the pace. Chinese leader, hello and welcome. Hey, no worries, no apologies. Just glad to see you here. Welcome. Life's been good. You know, busy, but good. Golfing guy says, I got inspired by you and tried Windstorm West Coast Pale Ale. And? What'd you think? Oh, Bolos, we're getting to that game, don't you worry. Naga! That's what I was waiting for. Naga's here. We can start the stream now. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Welcome, Naga. You know what, Bolos? That happens. That legitimately happens. I'm glad you liked it, Golfing guy. Popping back to YouTube real quick, and then I'm gonna go get the beer. I promise. Bigsby, welcome. J-Dog says, I originally started watching your original Thief videos years ago. Nice. OG Taffer. Before the face cam and everything. And then I followed your live D&D back when you were at Tabaxi, refinding your home city. You know what? You know what? I'm still playing the D&D game. In fact, the Roll for Relaxation crew, we almost streamed tonight. I would have streamed before this stream and then had this stream. But a couple of our folks couldn't make it at the last moment. But we do still stream that D&D game. I still play at Tabaxi, Shadow on Dunes. Whenever we get the time, get the opportunity to play that game. So make sure you hit that bell over on the Roll for Relaxation channel, and you can join us again there sometime soon, hopefully. The Gelatinous Cube, heck yeah. I remember the Gelatinous Cube, J-Dog. That was a tough encounter. Happy Easter, a little bit of this and that. There's a lot of people chatting, but I'm also really slow. Who's going to be the first ASM artist to travel to space? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe they already have. Maybe one of the Artemis 2 astronauts is an ASM artist, and we just don't know. We just don't know. Yak and no. Glad you could join us. Welcome. I was worried you couldn't join us tonight because it's a weird night, but here you are. Heck yeah, beer bubbles incoming. You know it. What? Yo, Rex, my guy, you know how to make an entry. Rex says, I hope you had an excellent holiday. The same to you. I hope you had a good Easter weekend, whether you observe it and celebrate or not. I hope it was a good holiday weekend for you. Always my pleasure, Rex. Already thinking about the Halloween wander. That means I gotta start thinking about the Halloween wander. What I want to do though is get some more Skyrim wanders out. Just normal Skyrim wanders. I'd love to start doing that again. It's been too long. The holiday ones will definitely happen, I promise. But just some regular wandering in Skyrim videos, bring them back. It's been too long. Rex, thank you so much again for that very generous super chat. Shout out to Rex Sterling Live, longtime member of this community. Awesome dude. Longtime content creator on YouTube and Twitch as well. Creating content about gaming culture, sort of gaming, the gamosphere, if you will. Games commentary as well. Long plays of all kinds of stuff. Go check out Rex Sterling over on YouTube. And subscribe and support an awesome legit creator. Please. Please. Thank you. Straight up awesome dude. And on that note, I'm gonna go get tonight's beer. It is time. We made it. We made it to the bottom of chat. Drake, you can hit my bell any night. Or day, you know. But whichever. I bet you it's anything but boring, Bolos. I bet you they got a lot of stuff to do. Also just like staring at the earth, being like this tiny little dot in the distance, thinking about the enormity of the universe, the fact that you are the people who are the furthest away from Earth that anyone has ever been. That level of like, I don't know, like that's gotta be a real feel. Just a real mood. I don't know. Just, and knowing that like there's just almost nothing between you and the vacuum of space and infinity. Just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Chiding Leader says, I'm happy to hear it, friend. I've been rewatching your Stray playthrough because it's already nostalgia somehow. Well, it was a few years back. That game had such a distinct vibe to it that, yeah, I can, like, thinking about it is nostalgic for me as well because it was very time and place, you know. It's very vivid. Attractor says we definitely need another one. Wandering in Skyrim. It must happen. This is, of course, I mean, like, unbelievably, this marks Skyrim's 15th anniversary this year, y'all. Which is freaking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, so I feel like Skyrim needs a little more attention on the channel these days. Out of respect, you know. Imagine playing I Spy from space. There's limited things you could see. Drake says, generally doesn't share my fascination with space, so I have had no one to appreciate this with. This is such an exciting, unprecedented thing to live through. I mean, it's literally the, like, first time milestones in human history, right? And who knows where we go from here, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's funny, you know. I read some of the discourse online, and it seems like, yeah, there's people that are just, you know, wowed by the whole thing and find it just fascinating and mind-blowing, and then there's people who just don't care, who just don't get what all the hype is about. And I can sort of see both sides of it, but like me, Nick, I get excited by this stuff, but I can sort of see both sides. We're going to the effing moon. Yo, Derpalord, what's up? Derpalord says, imagine being the astronauts out there and still having to deal with Outlook being broken. I heard that. You think they could come up with something a little more reliable, but nope. Nope. Yeah, the Wi-Fi must be rough out there. 100%. Yo, Anthony, how you doing? How you doing? Anthony says, I absolutely love space. Me too. I grew up fascinated with space, so it kind of makes sense that I would be really into all this space exploration stuff as an adult. But alright, gang, we are an hour and a half into the stream. That sounds like the perfect time for me to go get a beer. I've reached the bottom of the chat on Twitch and on YouTube. Okay, let it be known, I am here. It has happened. We in real time now, gang. Except I'm just about to leave and go get the beer. So, but we can turn off the slow mode. Y'all are free to, you know, do whatever you want within reason. I will be right back in just a moment. If I click the right mute, that is. I went to go check on, what the frick? What is happening? Derpalord, whoa, freaking chill. No, Derpalord, thank you. Derpalord has gifted subs to. Sorry, I'm laughing at the first person you gifted a sub to. Derpalord has very kindly gifted subs to 6 amazing members of this community, including the richest man in Fartlandia, Nano Nexus, Bolos, Retournez-vous, Friendly Kodama, and Draconis, ASM artist. Yeah, that first name's pretty good. Derpalord, that is super, super generous of you. Thank you. I don't know if that's, brought on by anything in particular, or if you just, I don't know, but whatever it is, I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind contribution and support of this community, and welcoming people on into the sub club, to our potato pals. It's a wonderful way to make people feel, welcome, and like they belong. I mean, you all do belong, but it's a very kind way to include people. So thank you. And I do hope those folks who received those subscription gifts all do enjoy their subscription benefits. Tapping on this tater, welcoming all those new potato pals on in. Sometimes you gotta soak some beans. Derpalord? I don't know actually what I was talking about, Derpalord. What were we talking about? I have no idea. There's a lot of fire in the chat though, I am noticing. Also, I went to go get the beer, and I wanted to check up on Royal to find out where she was. I'm still trying to keep an eye on her, just make sure she's doing okay, because it's still kind of new that she's inside here, at night. And so I keep an eye out for her. And she was sleeping on the bed with Sarah, which is just the cutest. But I think when I went and looked for her, I woke her. Not Sarah, but Royal, because Royal followed me out. And she's over here now. She's curled up, but hey, honey, you want to come see your people again? Hey, baby. You want to come say hi again? Or are you happy here? You happy here? Okay, I won't bother you. Yeah, we do. Okay. I was just checking to see if maybe she wanted to come over and visit the stream again, but she seems happy where she's currently curled up, so I don't want to disrupt that. Oh my goodness. Bolo says I should try and get a job at NASA. I think I would be no more qualified for a job at NASA than, you know, anyone off the street, pretty much. I know nothing about space exploration, any of the sensors or whatever they'd be carrying up there, rocketry, none of the above. I know some things about some things, but nothing about that. Also, I would imagine you have to be an American citizen to work for NASA. Maybe that's not true, I don't know, but Drake, talking about generally not really caring about space exploration, says, I don't think it's necessarily that she doesn't care, more so that she just can't wrap her head around the scale of it. Oh, yeah, well, that's fair. It's pretty impossible to comprehend, really. It just doesn't compute in her brain in a way that isn't fascination. Yeah, it's, you know, I see, you know, diagrams of, you know, the scale distance between the Earth and the Moon and whatever, but it's still pretty hard to appreciate exactly how mind-bogglingly huge, you know, the distances, the speeds, all that are, you know. Nice, Anthony. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. And then chat burned, you know. Congratulations on winning the sub gift lottery, Bolos. And then we got to the beans discussion. Your garbanzo beans, very nice. Hi everybody. Bolos, you have the power of potate. Wow, Drake, really? Really? You went there. It's true. It's true, Naga. I left to go see the cat, alright? I should work for NASA anyway. Maybe I could be a custodian or an administrative assistant. Don't know if I would be working on their science teams. I'm sure there's some lab work you could do. Yeah, that's maybe true. There's probably some basic lab work I could do. That's probably true. Well, that's true. NASA also does, or at least they did, like atmospheric science and climate stuff, right? Once upon a time. Remote sensing stuff, satellites, all that. I should get a work visa. I should go work for NASA. Maybe. Anybody have any connections at NASA? Anybody's dad work at NASA? Uncle high up in NASA? Put in the good word for me. Derplord says, yeah, most astronauts sent up are scientists doing some kind of research. I'm sure the stuff you're working on would be different in microgravity. Probably. I know nothing about fire behavior in 0G. I bet you it's wild. Bruce says, I mean, we can give it up for the physicists and math whizzes who plotted the or can we give it up, who plotted the trajectory and slingshot gravity craziness they're doing to pull this off. It's true. It's true. It's wild, really. If you like look at the actual trajectory relative to the moon, it's like, you know, Artemis 2 is coming out here and the moon's coming around, and they have to go boop and meet at just the right time so that Artemis swings around and shoots back to Earth. And you know, on one hand, like, that's crazy that we can calculate that. On the other hand, once we know the principles, the actual calculating of how to do that is probably not all that difficult. But executing on that to make sure that they are in exactly the right time, or exactly the right place at exactly the right time. That's where it gets wild. I think the theoretical side of that is actually probably fairly well established and not that difficult. But I think the practical side, that's a whole different ballgame. I mean, it's all very impressive, don't get me wrong. But you know, I've done quite a bit of lab work of various kinds, Bolos. I probably have some skills that NASA could use, it's true. That's also fair, though, attractive. Oh, yeah. All these calculations are done by people. Guaranteed. And, like, checked and double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked, probably checked 20 times by 20 different people. Doing it, you know, independently of any... I'm not saying they're not using a calculator or something, but definitely not AI. It is Chatting Leader. It blows my mind that we did this 60 years ago too. Exactly, Anthony, exactly. Yakinono says, yeah, I see both sides. I find space fascinating. But as you know, there is that Gil Scott Heron unspoken poem, Why He's on the Moon. I don't think I do know that one. Using text, speech to text. Oh, no worries. I'll have to, I don't know that I do know the poem. I'll have to look it up. FazeB says, sorry, who wants to get his Uber Eats barbecue ribs? Is that me when I just walked away? FazeB says, my dad works at Mojang and he will ban you from Minecraft. No, I just want to work for NASA. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was always my dad or my uncle works for Nintendo, you know? Clarbus, how you doing? Welcome on in for 8 months, Clarbus. Appreciate you coming back. I'm gonna tap on this tater to show you my appreciation. Thank you for your continued kind support. And welcome back. Welcome back. Attractive. Yeah, space is terrifying, but that makes it all the more awe-inspiring for me. And the fact that we can, at least very haltingly, hesitatingly, just now really are at the point in our human history where we're beginning to dip our toes into so much more of what's out there. Now, whether that amounts to anything, who can say? We have enough problems here at home on our own world, and the scale of space, in both in terms of space and time, is so beyond, you know, the scale of human understanding and human lifetimes, even, you know. But at some point in human history, if we survive long enough, our future is necessarily out there. So might as well get started, right? It's just the sheer physics of the fact. Chatting later, thank you for the hydrate or snack request. I'm gonna hydrate with my Zevia cream soda here, and then I'm gonna open the beer for actual realsies. Delish. Alright, gang. Tonight's beer is a nice summery looking brew. The Beach Shack Blackberry Blonde from Vancouver Island Brewing. That's actually kind of a mouthful. Beach Shack Blackberry Blonde. Beach Shack Blackberry Blonde. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Vancouver Island Brewing, a venerable brewery here in Victoria, and we had a lovely warm day today. The weather is gorgeous. It feels like summer is right around the corner. It's not. We've got another couple months, but it feels like it. And so a nice summery brew seemed appropriate. It's got this gorgeous art. Looks very island appropriate. This beach house. Lovely. Maybe Sitka spruce or something there. Hard to say. It's also a heckin' big can. But it looks very just carefree, doesn't it? The beer lore reads. Pardon me. The beer lore reads. The cooler's full, the music is on, and the sprawling blackberry vines are full of plump, ripe fruit waiting to be popped into your mouth. This is summer at the Beach Shack. This fresh addition to our Beach Shack lineup delivers a burst of sun-ripened sweetness with a smooth, easy finish. It's the flavors of island summer, one sun-kissed sip at a time. I love blackberry season here. Cannot wait for the blackberries. It's late summer, usually when they're ripe. We talked about this last stream, actually. But this sounds like a lovely reprieve from our winter, now spring weather here. A little bit of summer in the can. It is very lively. And that really is, you know, that's an island summer vibe. That's accurate. Isn't it nice artwork? A little bit of this and that. It's quite lovely. I like how it's orca-sized. Is that normal for Canadian beers? No. This is the only one I've seen called orca-sized. I think it's because Vancouver Island Brewing's logo has orcas in it. Phillips, another competing local brewery, has tall boys like this, and they call them gorilla-sized. So, but the orca is a bit more local, so... Bolos, you would take a one-way trip to deep space? I would not. Under the right conditions, I would go to space, I think, but I would not take a one-way trip to deep space. Drake, if you worked if you go work at Nintendo, can you be my daddy? I guess this space is so utterly awe-inspiring to me. Like, what do you mean that thing is so big? I can see that thing from here, right? Right? Unbelievable. Bruce says, as an official Starfield fan now, I'm so geeked every time I see the interior of that capsule. Those astronauts are out there in the real Starfield. 100%. Bruce, are you looking forward to the Free Lanes update? Isn't that dropping in just a couple days? Could happen sooner than we think. Bolos, you never know. Alright, let's crack it open. Let's try this out. Let's see how it goes. I bet you it's great. I bet you it's delightful. And let's adjust the mics quickly so you get the best sounding pour possible. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Looks lovely. Sounds lovely too. Isn't that a nice foam? Fairy 2007, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So it pours out this beautiful, deep red, kind of orangey ruby color. I don't know what you call that. Lovely though. And bright white skiff of foam on top, which was richer earlier, but has is mostly bubbled away now. It looks beautiful though. Gorgeous. 2 warmer days ahead, friends. Or colder days in the southern hemisphere, I guess. Don't want to exclude our southern hemisphere friends, but up here, warmer days ahead. Cheers. Oh, that is like summer in a can. That is so nice. That is juicy. That's crisp. Very smooth. That is delightful. Oh, that is like a perfect beach sipper. I'm gonna have to get some of this in the actual summertime. Cause yeah, that's really nice. Great on a beach. That'd be great on a patio. Very, very pardon me. Very I still have a bit of a residual cough. 1 second. Pardon me. I still have a bit of a residual cough from that that cold or flu or whatever it was that I had a few weeks back, and sometimes when I drink something cold, it triggers it a little bit, and that's what just happened. But what was I saying? I forget. Anyway, lovely beer, lovely beer. Yo, the Emmett, yeah, Monday stream. I missed yesterday's stream because we had Easter stuff with the family. So tonight's a makeup stream. A little bit of this and that. I hope that Pour lived up to expectations. I hope that was worth it. An amber red looking beer. Yeah, that's a good description for that color. Yeah, it's an ambery red. Yeah, I like that. That would be all the blackberries in it, right? People do indeed be playing Starfield IRL. That NASA punk aesthetic, you know? It's real. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the pour. Deep Fried Deals says, someone on the Twitch side requests some potato taps, please. Deep Fried Deals, you know what? I can just tap a potato for you, just cuz. But I'm going to do some beard combing for Clarbus first. And then I will tap that tater. And then we're going to play a little bit of the game. I promise. I promise. I promise. All right. Now I guess I've got myself yet another beat box, a fruit punch beat box. I'm familiar ultimately with beat boxes. These are coolers of some kind, like flavored coolers. Derplord says, I'm sure it's probably just me, but none of the beers have interested me so far. But that might just be that I'm more of a liquor guy. That's legit. That's totally legit. Everybody has their thing. Nice, Bruce. Comes out in an hour. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna download the game and check it out again. Maybe this will be the time it gets me, because I'm excited about what that freelance update is adding. So, man, Bruce, I don't think we have time, or this is really the venue for a full-on discussion. But we've not had a chance to talk about DLSS 5, and I'm very curious about, from your perspective as a creative professional, you know, someone who visualization is your bread and butter, also an indie game dev. What are your thoughts on DLSS 5, specifically, you know, the AI enhancement of lighting, but also like faces and stuff offered by DLSS 5? Curious to hear your perspectives. I don't know if this is fully the venue for this discussion. I don't necessarily want to open this can of worms I'm sure people have strong opinions about DLSS 5, but mostly, Bruce, I'm just curious to hear your take on it. No offense to anyone else in the chat, but Bruce in particular has a professional stake in this. So, Dino Reaper, thank you for the follow. Welcome, or Dino Reaper, perhaps. Yo, Rick Grimes, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm somehow behind again in the chat. Somehow. Rick said, "Hey Nick, so lovely to see you. I hope you're well. Sending all the love in the world to you, Rick. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to see you here. Sending that love right back. I hope you're doing great, Rick." Limit 77 says, breaking news. It was discovered today that any ruby red beer was found to contain terrible poison. Yes, we call it alcohol. Anyone who drinks it is in trouble. I'm in danger. We got a nice cider and coke. That's lovely. Dang, Naga, that sounds dangerous. Dino Reaper, welcome, welcome. That's actually a really cute emote. I like it a lot. All right, gang. Are we good? Are we there? Shall we play the game? Let's play the game. I can't remember if I was playing with the controller or with the mouse and keyboard last time, but let's do the controller just because it's a little smoother. A little smoother for you. So, let us continue. Heck yeah, Turbo Lord, 2-hour mark. Time to play the video game. That's how we roll around here. That is how we roll. Shout out to anyone who has made it to this point, anyone who is still awake, anyone who is still here on the stream. Congratulations on making it to gameplay. And if you didn't, if you were here earlier and you did not make it to gameplay, that's not a knock against you. I'm glad that we helped you fall asleep. Or if you left, that's okay too. But if you left, you're probably not hearing me say this. Anyway, welcome to the gameplay. So this is Botany Manor. It is a delightful little game that I'm going to have to kind of remind myself what we got to do here. But no, that is not it. That is also not it. I know there's like a menu of some kind in this game. What are these? Spectacles. So the deal here is we have gosh, I'm trying to even remember what the story entails exactly. For some reason, we have returned to our family manor, I believe. This is set during like Victorian times, the late 1800s, I believe. And for some reason, we were trying to grow a bunch of weird plants. I wish I remembered better. Anyway, there's like various puzzles that you have to figure out to make the plants plant. So this plant here, for instance, oops, no, okay, well, sure. It's called Fulguria, and we had to use the flash on that camera to get it to sprout and flower. And so that was sort of the puzzle of figuring out how to, get the flash powder. We had to make it using chemistry, and then we could enjoy that beautiful plant. I think we've read all this stuff. Lady Arabella, I think that's us. Yes, that's right. Derblord says, alright, it's time for me to get out of bed and head to work. Boo. No, that's okay. You go be a good contributing member of society. Derblord, thank you for joining us as always. Maybe you can join us again a bit later. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're on your way out the door. Very good. Very good. That's right. What are they going to do? Fire you? Sleeping Pixels says it reminds me a little bit of like Stray, but for plants. Maybe slightly. It's, you know, it's sort of a 3D puzzle solving adventure game in that sense. You want to plant some mushrooms, Phase Beast? Maybe we can find you some mushrooms. Heck yeah, junk loading. Heck yeah, a little bit of this and that. So, basically, the gameplay boils down to making our way around this beautiful manor and exploring to find these plants or seeds of these plants, and then finding clues and solving puzzles to grow them. That's basically what we're doing here. So we had a journal. I'm just trying to remember what the... there we go. Okay, so this is that plant that we grew with the camera flash. Fulguria. Ulex fulguris. The Fulguria only grows during thunderstorms, where the flashes of lightning provide the bright light the flower needs to bloom. Because of its dangerous growing conditions, not many people have witnessed its beauty. And this was one of the first plants, I think the first plant we sprouted. Here we have some maps of the manor, so we've explored a lot of the ground floor. And there's the estate. Lots of that we have not seen yet. Lots of plants we've not sprouted. There was, I think, one though that we had some clues for. Somewhere in here. The ash plume. Right. We discovered at least one clue about this one, I think. Or we discovered its existence. Maybe no clues, I guess. The seed packet is located in the rose garden. Okay. Here's some clues that we have not discovered the plant for yet. So, let's head into some of these other rooms, see if we can find some more clues and some more plants, perhaps. I do just love the aesthetic of this game and the sound design. What was this? This told us about the Fulgurite, or Fulgaria. We learned about it here. This book of folk tales, folklore. Then I'm glad you're getting out of there, Derp Lord. See you later. Enco says, I looked up the cider. I think, although I'm not 100% certain, it was the Woodchuck Pumpkin Cider. Interesting. I would have to message some friends of mine to confirm. They offered me some and I said, I don't know, I've never really liked beer. And they said, it's cider, try it. I was shocked by how much I loved it. Ciders can be lovely. Oftentimes they're very fruity. Typically, a lot sweeter than a beer. But ciders can be very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's see. Is there any way out over here? No. Don't mind me just looking for clues, So there was one plant that we had encountered. Oh yeah, this is the chemistry room, the laboratory, with all these different elements with which we made the flash powder that we used to germinate the Fulgaria. Now we must have read this. The Art of Painting. Nothing else to it. We can't even look in it. think somewhere around here we could get outside. Maybe. Oh yeah, so this is the, right, so we came in this way. We came into the manor this way. It looks like we've got our potting table here. Oh, there's the Fulguria seat right there. And there's the, that windmill plant. Right, our ticket. Oh yeah, there's this weird tree. Which appears to be blocking entry to a room up on the second floor. So maybe we can look into that. Try to figure that out. Oh yeah, these were pictures, I believe, of that Fulguria plant. Oh no, wait, this is something different. Okay, this is a plant that we've not actually seen yet. Interesting. It was a life-changing moment, Enko. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. There's a whole world of delicious ciders out there. It was only slightly carbonated, which was great because I can't stand sparkling stuff. Oh, well, then I could see how ciders in general would be difficult for you. Beer as well. Light enough and tasty enough that I could tolerate it. Well, tolerate is a good first step, but enjoy is what you're really aiming for, right? Sapu ASMR, hello, welcome. Ah, perfect. Just in time for bed. I hope you have a good rest. Glad you could join us before heading off to sleep. Phasebeast says, what is your favorite fast food or your best homemade foods? Oh, those are two different questions. I love a good American burger and Asian food. I love burgers. I love Asian food. I love, like, most foods, honestly. I just enjoy food. Favorite fast food. If we're talking like fast food burgers, there's kind of different tiers, right? Like there's more expensive fast food burgers. There's like your more inexpensive kind of Burger Kings, McDonald's, whatever. Up here in Canada, A&W is actually pretty good. It's a different company than A&W in the States. But the teen burger that they do up here is really, really pretty good. It's probably my favorite of the like inexpensive mainstream fast food burgers. So here we have a combo lock, which we don't have a combo for. So we have to keep an eye open for that. I love the light in this space. The way it spills in. We must have some indirect illumination going on here. Bounce lighting. Okay. Blocked by tree. Stuck. Jobbed. Okay, so there's really nothing we can do up here with that tree right now. Well, maybe we have to head outside then. You enjoyed the taste, but the carbonation was a no for you. Fair enough, okay. Yeah, that's legit. Well, I'm glad that you generally did enjoy it. Oh, kitchen locked. Oh, they closed all the A&Ws you've been to. Bolus. Bummer. Ooh, do we have a key for the back terrace? We must have collected that somewhere. Excellent. This must be our next area. Whoa. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god, I want to live here, you guys. Oh, it's gorgeous. I just want to live here. Oh, we've got another potting table here. Lovely little bistro set up for tea. This wisteria is gorgeous, isn't it? Love that. Oh, here's a letter or a book. Flowering Plants of Great Britain by Anne Pratt. Okay, well, it's interesting. We found a couple books now. We can't open them. I'm not sure what they're about, what they're for. Just gorgeous. This is such a cozy game, a little bit of this and that. Seppu says, last time I happened to run into your live stream, you were playing this as well. Well, perfect. You chose the right night to join us. Rejoin us. And Ko says, fast food locations differ between US and Canada. We actually have a decent Burger King near me. Burger King in the US, 100% depends on the store. Interesting. So it's really down to the management of each individual location. Is that the case? It's half a sandwich. Who left half a sandwich here? Can we get in here? Nope. Locked from the other side. Okay. What's this? Ooh, a new seed. What could it be? Seed log. A summary of some seeds I've gathered this year and the location I found them at. Cow parsley, that is a real plant, collected in Blackdown Hills. Poppy, real plant. Cheddar Gorge. Buttercups, real plant. Stirt marshes. Ash plume, not real. Wistman's wood. Wood anemone, real plant. Holford comb, wild thyme, a real plant. Cullbone wood. And foxglove, a real plant. Ford Abbey. So the ash plume is the fanciful plant here. You can see it is 1890, or at least that's when this was written. All right then. So is this the ash plume seed? It is. Okay. So we have now collected the seed, but we must find clues about how to grow the ash plume. And I think we did find some information about pyrophiles, plants that like to grow associated with or following fire. Now, I don't remember what the Dartmoor poster was. Or for that matter, what the seed log was about. It was in the rose garden. Oh, that's literally what we just found here. Okay, well that is associated with this. We learned that the ash plume seed was collected in Wistman's wood. Now, I don't know anything about Wistman's wood, but maybe that's relevant at some point down the line. Just a Tall Ginger, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. The formal garden. Oh, it's a picnic out there. Locked. Jammed. Won't budge. What is up with games set in sprawling manors in the the British Isles and all the doors being locked? What's up with that? A letter from Grace. Now this might be our sister. Is that who Grace is? I forget. My dear friend Arabella. A friend of mine visited the Americas and brought back a pair of fabulous gray squirrels. Uh-oh. Invasive gray squirrel incoming. They're the latest trend in garden decoration. All of my neighbors have sent for them as well. It was a great investment. The 2 squirrels have now started a big family, and my garden is full of the darling little critters. One thing I did notice is that I haven't seen a red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. You must visit soon and see the squirrels for yourself. Ever yours, Grace. That's so funny. So, concept of invasive species that are introduced from somewhere to somewhere that is outside of their native range, and then they compete with and often outcompete native or endemic species, and in doing so sometimes lead to extinctions or extirpations, local extinctions, and upset the native ecosystem. Gray squirrels are definitely one such invader here in this part of the world. But there are many such plants and animals. Gorgeous. We have a key to the kitchen. We're gonna have to head to the kitchen. And what's this? Somebody was doing some vegetable chopping out here. Weird place to chop vegetables, but okay. Hazel Patterson, kitchen notes. Thursday. Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella may not be the best pleased with me asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She's so scatterbrained, always off on her fancy research trips. Wow, that's rude. And then there's a shopping list. For flour, eggs, milk, leeks, potatoes, and carrots. I'm not sure quite what that has to do with anything, but... And a key to the kitchen. Okay, so... This is telling us that the further clues to the ash plume can be found in the kitchen. So we better head over to the kitchen. Naga said, love A&W. It's always super good when I go. Yeah, like I said, A&W's burgers are pretty top tier for like a fast food burger here. Just a Tall Ginger says you have a very calming voice, and this game is perfect for ASMR. Thank you. Yeah, I think this game is really, really a good fit for relaxing gameplay and for ASMR, because it's a chill vibe. It's gorgeous. There's no pressure, really. Sorry, I think someone just subscribed on YouTube and I missed it. My apologies. But welcome. Faithby says, can you just ask Grace if she can email you instead of sending letters that take so long to arrive? What do you guys think about letters in this day and age? Do you guys like receiving letters? Do you receive letters? Very uncommon that we receive any kind of anything in the mail that is nice, that I want to see in the mail, but I like the concept of receiving letters. Right, Naga? Wouldn't it be lovely to just pass out on one of these chairs, just enjoy the warm day? Probably smells delightful out here with all the flowers. Okay, so one of the things that this was the pyrophiles clue. Let's reread, because this will probably give us some clues about the ash plume. Fire has the potential to be among the most devastating forces of nature. Despite this, humans have developed the ability to invent, wield, and attempt to manage it. Meanwhile, certain species in the plant kingdom have evolved to adapt and flourish in the face of fire. In areas where forest fires occur frequently, pyrophiles have learned to rely on fire as a crucial part of their life cycle. The fire ecologist in me loves that we are learning about pyrophiles. Facts about pyrophiles. Now, these might be a bit fanciful because pyrophiles actually take many different forms in the real world. They can be plants that germinate from seeds, from like a seed bank following fire. They can also be plants that have rhizomes or like subsurface root stem structures that will resprout rapidly after a fire, as long as the fire is not too intense. It doesn't burn too deep into the soil. Then those species can resprout rapidly from their rhizomes and be some of the first to recolonize following the fire. There's also plants that are adapted to wind distribution of their seeds, so they can rapidly re-enter a burned area from seed sources outside the burned area and recolonize that way. So pyrophiles have a whole bunch of different life histories and adaptations to fire. It's not necessarily just tough seeds that survive the fire. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitat. That might be straight up BS. I'm not sure about that. I don't know that the specific composition of smoke is anything that triggers a particular plant. I shouldn't say that. It's possible, but not that I know of. But this is full of crypto-botanical plants that do not exist in the real world. So, Dartmoor. Travel by train to Dartmoor all year round, home to breathtaking sights. Hound tour Wistman's Wood. Wistman's Wood is where the seed for the ash plume was found. So this poster is a clue associated with the ash plume. So let's do that. Nice. Okay. Let's unlock the kitchen. Naga, I don't know what you're talking about. Cards of some kind? I don't know. Seems like a stretch. This is so pretty. The music is also really nice in this game. Hazel's Princess Recipe, a priceless recipe. For the home, farm, workshop, and every department of human endeavor. Roasted chestnuts. I see where this is going. We're totally going to have to roast the seed, aren't we? This is a simple recipe, perfect to warm those cold winter nights. You can use any edible chestnuts. They are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but luckily they're easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means that your chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. So that is how we will prepare this seed. It's all good. It's all good, Naga. I get you. I get you. It really has become a bit. I need to end it. Breakfast in here would be so nice. My goodness. Preparing and eating breakfast. That's right. A little bit of this and that. Yes, wildfire is a major disturbance agent that shapes ecosystems in the Australian bush. Sorry, I'm just going to... I didn't realize I'd actually missed more chat than I thought I had in the YouTube chat. Yakanona says Spain has some nice sour ciders. I forget what they're called. I'm unfamiliar. Yakanona says A&W was awesome when I was a kid. I can't really find any of them out here. They did have good burgers and they had really good onion rings or curly fries. I do like me an A&W onion ring. Alright, Emmett. Glad you could be here. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Sleep well. See you next week. I haven't yet. No, I haven't. Oh man, it's shameful, truly. One of these days, though, when you least expect it. One of these days. Yeah, I don't know about that phase beast. A little bit of this and that says, I'm not sure if Banksia species need smoke to open their seed pods IRL. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Certainly heat can be a factor in like, certain seed-bearing structures like cones opening. But I don't know about smoke composition. That I'm not familiar with. What, in the Ghibli kitchen, right? Attractive. Could have like a incredible food prep scene in here. Now, I guess I forget if I've mentioned it here or not, but me and my boyfriend are taking a trip to Florida this summer. I don't think you did. Nice. Hey, that's exciting. That is something to look forward to. How long are you going to be down there? Hey, Nakoma in the YouTube chat. Nakoma says, watching from my phone on YouTube. Hurt my wrist somehow, so it won't be a very good mod tonight. That's okay. I'm just glad you're here. I'm sorry you hurt your wrist. I hope it's on the mend. Can't type much. Okay, while you lurk, you save your wrist. Do not damage your wrist further on our behalf. But I'm glad you can be here. Nice of you to join us. Okay, so here's the pan, which we'll have to put our flower seed into. Okay, what's all this? More about Dartmoor. Dartmoor lecture. The history of Dartmoor, given by our resident natural history professor. The professor will present how the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods, and how early settlers came to the area and cleared most of the trees for pasture, using fire as their method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story of how the moorland we know and love today came into existence. There you go. So that's why the moors host this this fire-loving species. All right, 2 more clues left to go. I'm not sure if this mortar and pestle has anything to do with it, but we can't use it, so there it is anyway. And what's this? It's a kindling box, but there's a letter on top. From University College London in 1853. Dear Lady, we received your letter applying to study botany at our College of Natural Sciences, along with your enclosed drawings. We do not at present and have never admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science, conducted in laboratories and lecture halls. By all means, continue to pursue your hobby, tending to your garden and domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilized in a career in botanical experimentation. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should otherwise be taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Professor John Altringham. What a piece of work. But this gives us a little bit of backstory about our character, Lady Arabella, and the fact that it seems like she had aspirations to be an academic, but was excluded due to the sexism of the time. Which is pretty appalling, really. What's this? A little prayer. Blessed in this kitchen by grace and holy light, may all those who enter find comfort and respite. Blessed is the hearth, with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held forever dear. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember the year of construction, for this, friends, is the key. Gifted by Nicholas Owen. Okay, so this is telling us something about some kind of code we need, I bet, at some point, right? The year of construction. So probably the year that this manor was built. I'm not sure we know that yet. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary. So there's some sanctuary, maybe a chapel. Sounds like the year that this manor was constructed might be a code we have to know at some point. Interesting. I do not think that's related to the ash plume that we are currently trying to sprout. What else do we have in here? Look at all those copper pans on the wall. This is a pantry. A gorgeous pantry. Naga says, I'm planning on proposing to him at this fancy hotel right on St. Petersburg Beach. Oh, that's so exciting. Yo. It's like 6:30 at night. Oh, that's going to be amazing. I better hope your boyfriend does not watch this. We don't want any forewarning here. That is really exciting. Well, we will, of course, have to find out from you how it all goes. We'll need to hear the whole story. Attractive says, just finished feeding the dogs and making dinner so I can finally sit down. Very good. Welcome back. Jake Spring wants to know if we plant some potatoes in this game. Not yet. Not yet. Yes, congrats in advance. Absolutely, Naga. That's very exciting. And, can be somewhat nerve-wracking, but also very exciting. Okay, what's this? We have weights and a scale and a secret door, I bet, behind here. We've got a seal. This is probably the sanctuary that prayer was talking about. A mysterious symbol. Is that a lamb, perhaps? I don't know. But if we knew the year of construction of this manor, maybe we would place those weights on here, because we got a bunch of numbers. We got 4 weights. So we could do a year like 18, 1, 8, something, something, right? But yeah, I do not know what the year of construction was. So we're going to have to find that out. Well then. So it seems... Oh, no, there is more. Okay. What is this space? Oh, another... Oh, the Wistman's wood. So this is more to do with our ash plume. A little bit of this and that. Says, I have to cook dinner now, but thank you for the great live stream. I'll see you next time. Of course. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm looking forward to checking out your channel and your videos after the stream. And I hope we see you again soon. Take care, a little bit of this and that, and I hope dinner is awesome. We'll see you next time. FazeB says, all this food in the chat is making me hungry. Me too. Me too. Alright, what does this say? The ancient oaks stand tall in Wistman's wood. Covered in moss, they withstood the test of time. Though none can tell the sorrows that did befell those trees in Wistman's wood. Huh. Not quite sure how that relates to our puzzle, but I mean, we do know that, you know, what was once a wood was turned into a moor, so all these trees were cleared. So, you know, that poem's definitely part of this. We have one clue left to go. Is it the duck? I just got an achievement. It just says quack quack. A porcelain duck. Alright. It's just a collectible, I guess. You find more ducks, maybe. Oh, what's this? A romantic card to someone special. Dearest Hazel. Is that our character's name? I don't remember. I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like... Oh no, wait, Hazel was the kitchen person, right? When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the back garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett. Ooh, we got a little bit of a romance going on here. Spill the tea, Mr. Bennett. What's this? A raid. Oh, Lionheart. Hey, good to see you. Come on in, Lionheart. And friends, so good to see you. Come on in, please. Make yourselves comfortable. The pride is on the move. We've just finished some Hosey and are dropping in to join you. We hope you're having a wonderful stream. We are. Thank you so much, Lionheart. It's great to see you. For those who don't know, Lionheart is a long-time member of this community and also an awesome Twitch streamer. Lionheart does variety gaming as well as some cozy, quiet gaming. Lionheart's specialty is Thief. Y'all know and love Thief. I know we have some taffers here in the chat, so please go check out Lionheart. Hit that follow, support another awesome streamer, and go enjoy Lionheart's community and streams. Lionheart, how are you? How are you this night? Tell me about this Hosey. I feel like I saw that name once recently, but I don't actually know what it's about. Welcome in, Raiders. If it's your first time here, Raiders, please make yourselves at home. My name is Nick. I'm the ASMR nerd. We do ASMR gaming around here, which is to say quiet, chill gaming, and lots of yapping. I yap a lot, just so you know. Today we are playing a very charming game called Botany Manor, where we solve puzzles around this Victorian manor to grow all kinds of weird and wonderful plants. Naga, it will be a weird feeling, but it's a pretty special one. I'm sure there's going to be lots of crying. That's great, though. That's wonderful. And you were pretty confident that he's going to say yes. I think that's a good place to be coming at it from. That's excellent. That's very exciting. Lionheart says Hosey is so cool. It's like unpacking, fantastic graphics, lighting, and physics. Huh. Is this something I should be checking out? Something I should try playing? I'll be getting back to some Thief fan missions soon. Very wonderful. One day I'll get to the Black Parade myself. Hosey just released yesterday or so. It's a cleaning / renovating and unpacking sim. A little like Corners and a little like Unpacking. That does sound like a really good stream game for us to play here. You might be selling me on this. I'm going to have to look it up after this. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Phaseby says gardening and romance. This game has everything. Also, Yakinono says congrats, Naga. Alright, let us see, can we get up this way? Can we get out this way? We can. Oh. cherry logs, birch logs, maple logs, and oak logs. Do y'all remember what we just read about the oak trees in the Whitman's Wood? Which is where the ash plume seed was found. So we are going to have to, I think, fuel this fire with oak logs, because as we learned, only specific types of smoke will activate the seed, right? So that makes sense now. What is this? Could this be our last clue? Home smoking and curing. Smoking book. The House of the Handbook of Household Food Preservation. Using the home smokery. Oh, wait, so we're gonna have to smoke it as well? Okay. The type of wood used in your smokery is of great importance, though which one to pick depends entirely on your personal tastes and preferences. Burning wood from different types of tree produces different smoke aromas. This is due to different chemical compositions in each type of smoke, and has a great impact on the flavor of your smoked food. So in summary, choose your wood logs with care. Got it. Alright, I think we know what we're doing now, eh? There we go. Nice. So we have finished our clues for the ash plume. Here's the smokery. What is this? Oh, this is just some smoked food. I see sausages and fish and whatnot. Okay, well, let's go get a log. So I'm not quite sure what the order of operations here is. But maybe we just have to do it here. Maybe we just take the oak log. And, yep, that's a log, all right. And we plunk it down over here somewhere. Right there. And then, oh, we smoking. We smoking. Where do I put my seed? Okay. Well, clearly we're missing something here. Maybe we have to crack the seed first. But I'm actually not sure how we do that. Maybe it needs to be in a pot first. Maybe we have to go back and pot the seed. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Yeah, because we can't just throw the seed straight in like that. So maybe we should try potting the seed first. Really attractive. For real? Are you for real? Okay, we put some. Alright, let's plant the ash plume. There we go. I don't know if we want to water it, but let's take this and let's see if we can put it on the fire. Where's Drake when you need him, right? He'll be proud of your attractive. There we go. Oh, look at it. Oh, it just sprouted. Nice. I got a little achievement for that. And now, where are we going to put our sprouted ash plume? I guess anywhere in here, really. Oh, right there. Perfect. Okay, let's go grab another oak log. Alright, y'all ready for this? close this? No. Okay, let's put this here. Let's close the door. Close the dang door. Oh, we didn't have to. Look at that. We got it. Phoenix of the forest. The ash plume. Lilium vivificum. The ash plume is a pyrophile, evolved to survive harsh forest fires. Its seeds crack open with extreme heat, and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat indicates it is safe to bloom. We did it, gang. We did it. Drake, yes. Wait, did what go through? We do see that you are here, but I didn't see you add anything to the quote bank. Phaseby says use the grill and cook up some hot dogs while you're at it. Some good sausages, some bangers, some delicious wieners, perhaps. Oh, gatehouse delivery. Oh, where's the gatehouse? So pretty. Okay, let's make our way back to the gatehouse. I'm curious about this mysterious door. And once we find out when this manor was built, we have to go find out what's going on there. Man, this music is just like whimsical and beautiful, huh? Oh yeah, we can sprint. Let's go to the gatehouse, friends. Postbox, maybe? The orchard. The orchard. Okay, so we have a key to a new area. Very good. Okay, I guess that's what we came here for, right? Oh, dear Lady Green, we are pleased to deliver a new key for your orchard gate. We hope you are enjoying the gate. Don't hesitate to visit us again should you need further metalwork or decoration for the manor. Sincerely, John Babbage. Alright, so we've got a key to the orchard now. I see, so we're going to be receiving more deliveries over the course of the game, it looks like. Botany Manor, home of the Green family. Sadly, it does not say what year the manor was built. Fisher the Fish. Yes, this game is cute and we are growing plants. Yeah, it was a pretty gorgeous plant, eh? Oh, weird, Drake. Wonder what that was about. It's okay though, our Attractive's got you covered. And then you picked up the Wiener quote, so we're good. This property has to be worth millions. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is this the orchard? Ah, it is. Here's the orchard gate. I love the wisteria everywhere. Chapter 3. Peculiar petals. 2 new plants added. Oh man, this game's so pretty. I just want to live here. I just want to live in this whole place is such a vibe. Truly, I just want to live here. Just beautiful. Just gorgeous. Attractive says it gives me Narnia vibes too, like the scene in the first film where they're running around playing hide and seek. 100%, yes. Thorek, gotta head to bed, work tomorrow. Indeed, indeed. My pleasure, and thank you for being here, Thorek. We will see you next time, I have no doubt. You have a great week, Thorek. Good luck with the work on the morrow, and have an awesome rest of your week. And we will see you next time. Naga says, "Oh Lord Nick, I've just realized that when I started watching this stream, I was still in high school, and now I'm approaching proposing. Gonna turn to dust." You know what? That's okay. That's this move. You're moving through life, and you're exactly where you need to be. It took me a long time to get around to proposing. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. That's okay. You're not you're not too old. You're just exactly the age you need to be. But you have been here a long time. That's fair. This garden reminds me of Whoville from the Dr. Seuss book Space Beast. I mean, it's got a bit of a stylized look to it, so I can sort of see what you're getting at there. It's not quite as madcap, I would say. I'm just scrolling to see if I missed too much. I don't think so. Well, friends, as Thoric says, it's probably time for bed, because I too have work in the morning, and I had best get myself to bed. I'm glad that we got to have a stream tonight. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to fit it in this weekend, or it wasn't going to work out. I know we're technically into the new week now, but it's still the long weekend for me, so and I'm glad that so many of you could make it out despite it being on a weird night. Now, as far as I know, next week's stream will be back to your regularly scheduled Sunday time slot. So, Sunday evening / Monday morning for some of you. No plans for it to be at a weird time or day next week. But if that changes, of course, I will let you know. The place to follow all that is the Discord! Discord, my friends. Come join us there. Lots of awesome people from this chat hang out there as well. You could be one of them. Perhaps you already are. Before we wrap up the stream here, let's go find someone to raid, because we were the lucky recipients of a couple of raids tonight. One from Gia ASMR and another from SLH Lionheart, long time member of this community and friend of the channel. Both wonderful creators in their own right. So please go support them, go follow, and let's go see who is streaming and who we can go take all these good vibes to, because you know y'all are great, y'all are wonderful. I want to go share that wonder with some other awesome folks. Oh, you know, we should go raid Barely Average Joe. Barely Average Joe is streaming. You know what's nice is that because I'm streaming on a different night, there's different people streaming. Not that I don't like raiding the people we often do raid, because they're awesome, but sometimes we do get stuck in our ruts a little bit. Barely Average Joe, a long time member of this community as well, long time ASM artist here on Twitch, and just all around awesome individual. Let's see if Joe is taking raids. Let's see. Looks like it. Looks like she's got a 3DO set up going on there. Alright. Good stuff. In my 30s, curling 50s. Thank you, and I hope you have a great night as well. Of course, attractive. I wouldn't miss it. Thank you all so much for coming on by, for hanging out here, for making this community what it is, by choosing to spend your valuable time being here, you know, making this place better by being a part of it. I appreciate it, and others here in the chat do as well. I promise you. It's always nice to remember that we have more of an impact on more people than we think we do. And you guys are all awesome. So thanks for being a part of it. In my 30s, curling 50s, thank you for following. Appreciate it. I'll be back next time, like I said, Sunday. We'll have a great stream. If you're here in the Twitch chat, sit tight. We'll be heading over to Barely Average Joe's stream very soon. And when you get there, let them know where you came from and consider following and supporting another awesome ASMR creator here. Big thanks once again to our amazing moderators. Big thanks to Gia ASMR and to Lionheart for the raids. Big thanks to all of you for being here. And we will see y'all next time. Good night, Yakinono. Good night, Face Beast. Good night, Drake. Good night, Attractive. Bolos. Fishy Fish. Good